I just really always felt like I was supposed to be playing football. Like I was supposed to go to college. I was supposed to dominate college. It just at first when it was happening when I was young, I used to just think like, dang, like why is it not a big deal to me when I'm making these plays and doing stuff? And the more I got, the older I got, I just really felt like I was just chosen to play football.
Cowboys fans, it might just be time for you guys to just cover your ears on this one.
Yeah, fly was flying on the team. Touchdown, time to get Jaycee this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, really time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. Now, I wanted to talk about another prospect real quick. All right, I've been looking over some prospects. Now, this guy, I mean, you already know who it is, so I don't know why I'm trying to, make it dramatic. But at the end of the day, it's Jaycee Horn. I know Cowboy fans want this kid so much. They've been yelling for him over Patrick Surtain. I think both of them bring different intangibles. I think they're both good at different things, but I think they're both great, and I think there's a lot of good cornerbacks in this draft. But overall, just my thoughts on Jaycee Horn right now are: listen, we know he's fast, we know he's got speed, he's a man beast. He really is. I mean, he's borderline elite when it comes to man coverage. He's when it comes to zone, which kind of makes him not the sexiest prospect for a Nick Sirianni, Jonathan Gannon type of defense. In theory, right? I mean, we don't really necessarily know. I'm sure that we're going to be running a man as well, but if it's a zone-based scheme, I don't know if he'll necessarily, I don't think he'll blossom right away. So that's something to keep in mind. Look, I mean, he's an aggressive player all over the board. Whether it's tackling, whether it's coming off blocks when he's trying to blitz, whether it's just in man coverage. He's very aggressive. He believes in himself. He's a very confident young man, which is beautiful to see, especially in somewhere that's going to be a bigger market like Philadelphia, or if he does end up in Dallas.
It's the only time in your life you have a big opportunity like this. So you got to make sure, although you can have fun out here and stuff like that, you also got to make sure to just lock in for these couple months and try to make the most of it. Because like I said, you only get one shot at something like this.
I think that's going to be something that really helps him become a great player over time, and not just, he is what he is. I think he'll continuously get better, and he'll learn from his reps. Now, like I said, he has positives, he has, negatives, he has his strengths, he has his weaknesses, just like any other player. I said that he's an aggressive tackler. He's not a technically sound tackler. Now, he kind of just uses his body, which is nice. You love to see your cornerback go out there. I mean, he's 6'1", 200 pounds, so he's got the body to kind of throw himself around there and not get hurt. But at the same time, you want to see him break down, get his shoulders square, and just wrap up and tackle. And far too often you don't see that. Far too often you kind of just see him flailing around trying to get the tackle last second. He has a lot of recovery speed. And like I said, when he's on man coverage, he's in the hip, he's in the pocket of the wide receiver, and that's something that's very, very similar to someone like Patrick Surtain. Something that's also very similar to Patrick Surtain that's not necessarily the greatest thing is that he's very handsy. I think it's just part of the position, especially how it's happening now. There's so many rules that are to help wide receivers, and cornerbacks look for any type of advantage that they can find. One of them is kind of what might be called a hold at the next level. So that's something you have to keep your eye on for if you're scouting this player. But overall, I've been on record saying that I think Patrick Surtain is the better option. I think I'm going to stick with my guns there, and if Patrick Surtain and Jaycee Horn are both there, I would probably go with Patrick Surtain if cornerback is the move that you want to make. I think they're both great players. I don't think you can go necessarily quote unquote, I'm using air quotes here, can't go wrong with either of them, right? But I think Patrick Surtain would just come right in and be something that can help our defense right away, whilst I think in our scheme at least, or what I think our scheme is going to be, I think it would take Jaycee Horn a little while to really acclimate. I know a lot of you guys love Jaycee Horn. I know a lot of you guys aren't necessarily the biggest fans of Patrick Surtain, and I know it's people that are the opposite way. So you guys let me know who you want. Do you think Patrick Surtain is the better of the two? Do you think Jaycee Horn is that guy that you would go ahead and get? Or am I sleeping still on Caleb Farley, and will he be the surprise pick at number 12? You guys let me know. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace!
Yeah. Fly Eagles fly on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jaylen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog, or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, early time to do 'em in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.